All right, today we're going to talk about a really big shift in how we get work done. We're moving away from all this digital chaos, juggling a bunch of different apps, and into a single smart workspace that's all connected by AI.
So let's start with a feeling that I'm pretty sure we all know. That constant, frustrating game of app hopping just to hunt down one piece of information. It's an absolute killer for our time and our focus.
I mean, most of our companies run on some seriously powerful tools, right? The sales team basically lives inside Salesforce, engineers are all over Jira, and the IT folks would be lost without ServiceNow. These platforms are amazing at what they do, but, well, they've also created a bit of a problem.
And here's the result. All of your company's most important info gets locked away in these separate digital vaults. And since they don't naturally talk to each other, guess who becomes the go-between? You do. You're the one stuck manually copying, pasting, and trying to connect all the dots.
But what if there was a better way to do all this? We're starting to see AI step into a new role. It's not just another app on the pile. It's becoming the central connector for your entire digital world.
So this whole new approach is built around one single place where you can search, analyze, and, this is the really important part, take action across all your tools at once. It's kind of like having a universal translator for all your business data or a command center that speaks every app's language.
So, instead of you having to jump between Salesforce, then Jira, then over to Slack, you just ask the AI Hub. It does all the heavy lifting in the background, organizing tasks and pulling in whatever you need from every connected app, automatically.
Now, I know this all sounds fantastic, maybe a little bit like magic, but how does this connection actually happen? Let's pull back the curtain for a second and look at the real tools that make this whole thing possible.
The foundation is built on what are called native, pre-built connectors. Basically, Google has already built direct bridges to the platforms your teams are already using every single day. So your AI can whip up a sales summary using live data right from Salesforce or draft a sprint update by looking at the open issues inside Jira.
And it's not just for the big-name apps. What about all those unique internal tools your company uses? Well, developers can use Cloud APIs and Vertex AI. You can think of them as a universal adapter kit to build custom bridges to anything. It makes sure no data gets left behind. The whole system is incredibly flexible.
Okay, this is where it all comes together and becomes truly game-changing. Let's see how these connections can power these automated workflows that would normally take a person hours of just tedious manual work.
Just imagine giving your AI assistant one single, complex command like this one. Not too long ago, a request like this would mean kicking off a whole manual scavenger hunt, logging into different systems, grabbing data, and pasting it all into a report.
But with a connected AI, it's like a conductor leading an orchestra. It zips over to Jira and pulls the open issues. Then it dives into Confluence to find related articles. After that, it checks ServiceNow for any customer tickets that match. And finally, it puts everything together into a perfectly polished report right in Google Docs.
Let that sink in. Hours of work spread across 4 different apps, all boiled down to one single powerful prompt. Now that is the magic we're talking about. So why does this really matter for your business? The payoff is huge, and it pretty much boils down to 3 key things. First, and this is a big one, a massive boost in efficiency. You're just eliminating countless hours of repetitive tasks, which frees up your team to actually focus on the work that really matters. Second, you get a huge improvement in accuracy. When the AI is pulling data directly from the source, you get rid of all those little copy-paste errors, and you can be sure your reports are always based on the latest live information. No more stale data. And third, you get a whole new level of scalability. These automated workflows aren't set in stone. They can easily grow and adapt as your company grows and adds new tools to its arsenal. So, in the real world, this just means less friction. Fewer logins, less copying the same data over and over. It means you can actually trust the information you're seeing, and it means your workflows can evolve with your business, which is a massive competitive advantage.
At the end of the day, an AI becomes exponentially more powerful when it's connected to everything. It transforms from just another little assistant into the intelligent engine driving your entire workplace. So the question I'll leave you with is this. What's the one tedious, multi-app task that you would automate first?